Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news in what is shaping up to be one of the most unexpected and intriguing trade rumors of the NFL season. Sources close to the league, including some insider whispers from ESPN's Adam Schefter, are pointing towards a shocking potential move that could send shockwaves through the NFC East. The buzz is that Saquon Barkley, currently a key player for the Philadelphia Eagles, might be heading to the Washington Commanders in a blockbuster deal. Yes, you heard that right. Saquon Barkley, a Pro Bowl running back, could be making his way to our team, and the implications for the division are enormous. Now, before you get too excited, let's break down what's fueling this rumor. According to multiple sources, the Eagles are reportedly open to trading Barkley in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's a significant asset for the Eagles, who are currently 7-3 and riding high with their potent offense, averaging over 21 points per game and boasting one of the most dynamic backfields in the league. Philadelphia's cap space stands at around $9 million, and they're in a position where they might consider this trade to bolster their future picks, especially if they believe they can replace Barkley internally or through the draft. Meanwhile, the Commanders are actively exploring options at running back, especially with the injury status of Austin Ekeler, who's currently on injured reserve. The team's management has expressed interest in adding a versatile back who can fit their zone-run scheme, which has been a hallmark of their offensive philosophy. Washington has a healthy cap space of approximately $25 million, making a move for Barkley feasible from a financial standpoint. The potential addition of Barkley could be a game-changer, especially considering the team's current situation with their young quarterback, Sam Daniels, who is still developing and needs a solid ground game to help him thrive. Saquon Barkley's resume speaks volumes about what he can bring to a team. The 2025 season has been impressive so far. He's carried the ball 195 times for nearly 900 yards, averaging an eye-popping 4.6 yards per carry with 8 rushing touchdowns and a solid 89, 2 grade from PFF. He's also been a reliable receiver, with 28 catches for 256 yards and 2 touchdowns, showcasing his versatility out of the backfield. Barkley's ability to break tackles, he's broken 42 this season, combined with his YAC, yards after contact, of 4.0, makes him a constant threat to defenses. Over his career, he's amassed over 800 rushing attempts for more than 500 yards and 70 touchdowns, all while maintaining a remarkably injury-free track record, having played 10 or more games in every season, which is rare for a running back of his caliber. What makes this potential trade even more interesting is the context of the NFC East this season. The Eagles, sitting at 7-3, are focused on maintaining their dominance, especially with a defense that's allowing only about 21.3 points per game. Their offensive line and running game are critical to their success, and Barkley's presence could elevate their ground game even further, especially in critical third-down situations. The Eagles' focus on their secondary, aiming to free up more resources, suggests they're willing to shake things up to keep their championship aspirations alive. They are currently converting about 34.9% of their third downs, which is decent, but adding a back like Barkley could improve their red zone efficiency and overall offensive output. On the other hand, the Commanders see a strategic opportunity here. With their cap space, they could easily absorb Barkley's $14 million salary, and it would fit perfectly into their plan to make a playoff push. The team has been trending upward on offense, with their red zone touchdown rate increasing by 50% to 65%, and their overall points per game climbing from 22.3 to 27. This kind of upgrade at running back could be the missing piece to turn the tide in the division. Plus, Barkley's impact isn't just about rushing yards. It's about how he can influence the entire offense, providing a reliable option in the red zone, helping extend drives and giving Daniels a trustworthy safety valve. And here, that's where it gets even more intriguing, the impact on the division and the Super Bowl odds. The Commanders, currently listed at +10, 0 odds to win Super Bowl LXI could see that number drop significantly if Barkley joins the team. Imagine him bolstering a ground attack that already features a young quarterback looking to prove himself, turning Washington into a more balanced, dangerous team. The addition of Barkley could make the Commanders a real dark horse, especially with the potential to improve their win probability by a substantial margin, increasing their chances of making noise in the postseason. The trade could also shift the entire division landscape, as the Giants, who have been closely linked to Barkley historically, might see their odds of winning division or reaching the playoffs shift if Barkley indeed moves to Washington. The Giants, after all, are also contenders but have struggled with consistency and injuries, and losing Barkley could be a blow to their hopes. The impact of this move extends beyond just the immediate season. It's about setting the tone for the future. The Commanders have been investing in their young talent, and adding a veteran like Barkley could help develop that core while also giving the fans a reason to believe in a bright outlook. The team's recent history has been filled with ups and downs, but a move like this signals a serious intent to contend and to challenge the Eagles and the Cowboys more aggressively. It's about making a statement that Washington is here to compete, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the NFC East has been one of the most competitive divisions in recent years, with the Eagles dominating last season, the Cowboys always lurking, and the Giants trying to find consistency. A trade for Barkley would certainly shake things up, especially considering how well he could fit into the Commanders' scheme. His ability to complement the offense and provide a reliable ground game would help balance the attack and open up more opportunities for Daniels and the receiving core. It could also give the Commanders a new identity, one that's more balanced and unpredictable for defenses to handle. Of course, there are still questions and hurdles. Will the Eagles actually pull the trigger on this trade? Will the Commanders be willing to part with a second-round pick in 2026? And how will Barkley adapt to a new team and system? These are all questions that only time will answer, but the buzz is real, and the NFL world is watching closely. If this trade happens, it could be the catalyst that propels Washington into serious playoff contention and makes the NFC East even more exciting to watch. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the potential addition of Saquon Barkley could redefine the Commanders' season. It's not just about individual stats. It's about what he can bring to the team's chemistry, leadership, and overall strategic approach. The fans have been craving a true ground-and-pound style that can control the clock and wear down defenses, and Barkley fits that mold perfectly. His versatility means he can be used as a traditional power back or a dynamic playmaker out of the backfield, creating mismatches against linebackers and safeties alike. From a defensive standpoint, the Commanders would likely see a shift in how teams attack them. Opposing defenses might have to devote extra resources to contain Barkley, opening up opportunities for their pass rush and secondary to make more plays. This kind of strategic advantage could be the difference in close games, especially late in the season when every possession counts. Additionally, the leadership qualities Barkley brings, his work ethic and competitive spirit, could inspire the locker room and elevate the entire team's mentality. The NFL trade deadline is always filled with surprises, and this particular rumor has the potential to be one of the most impactful in recent memory. Whether it's just a smokescreen or a serious negotiation, the fact that it's even being discussed shows how much the Commanders are willing to shake things up. They recognize that to make the next leap, they need to make bold moves, and acquiring a player of Barkley's caliber would certainly qualify. In conclusion, if the Washington Commanders manage to pull off this trade, it could be a turning point for their franchise. It would send a clear message to the division and the league. Washington is not just here to compete, but to contend seriously for the Super Bowl. The fans, players, and coaching staff all deserve to see their team make bold decisions that could reshape their future. The next few weeks will be crucial, and everyone will be watching closely to see if this rumor turns into reality. If it does, we can expect a lot of excitement, a reshuffle of division power, and a team that's more dangerous than ever. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.